Hello everyone, this is your subject Practical Research 2. Our topic for today is Chapter 3, the methodology. In our presentation, we will include how to write research design, how to write the study site and participants in your research paper. Methodology. What is methodology? It is a plan and procedures that includes detailed methods of data collection and analysis. So sa Chapter 3, ipapakita mo sa iyong research paper ang mga steps kung paano mo ikakonduct ang iyong research. Steps and plan. This process involves relevance and appropriateness of the design to the topic under study, its purpose, and objectives. So sa Chapter 3, pinapakita mo ang alignment ng mga nauna ng chapter sa research paper mo. The first thing is the purpose of your study, then your research design or your research question, then research design, which is your chapter 3. So, sa chapter 3, pinapakita mo ang connection ng mga iyon. And paano sila nagiging connected sa isa't isa. Before we go to the steps on how to write the different parts of methodology, let us first know the classification of research methods. So, research is divided or is classified into 3: quantitative research, qualitative research, and mixed research according to method, okay? So let us first discuss quantitative research. Is a method in which collection of numerical data can be transformed into statistics. So ang research method mo ay quantitative research kapag ang iyong mga data collected ay can be interpreted into numerical data. And it can be treated by statistics or by statistics. According to De Franzo, he mentioned that it is used to quantify attitudes, opinions, behaviors, and other defined variables, and generalize results from a larger sample population. So kung ang iyong research paper ay quantitative research at ang research method mo ay quantitative research, it only means that the data that you're going to collect will be or can be interpreted into numerics, numbers, okay? From the word quantity, numbers. So in this method, data collections are done through various forms like paper or online survey, face-to-face interviews, and telephone interviews are also considered as part of it. Some type of quantitative research are descriptive, correlational, experimental, expository, and the like. So, ang mga types of research under quantitative research method ay descriptive, correlational, and experimental. So, remember that the data collected in quantitative research method can be interpreted into numerical data. Okay? Always remember that. Quantitative research is used to gain understanding of underlying reasons, opinions, and motivations by providing insights into the problem or helping to develop ideas and hypotheses for potential quantitative research. So ginagamit ang quantitative research method to interpret reasons, opinions, and the results of your research, okay? In order to come up to an idea or hypothesis. We are done with quantitative research. Let's now proceed to qualitative research method. Okay? In simple term, it is a method of observation that gathered through non-numerical data. So we have discussed a while ago that quantitative research method is numerical data, while in qualitative research method, it focuses on non-numerical data. The type of research method of collecting data through case studies, interviews, focus group like group discussion with participation, and observation. So sa qualitative research method, ang kinokollect mo ay yung mga. Let's now proceed to mixed research. Is a methodology for conducting research that involves collecting, analyzing, and integrating quantitative and qualitative research method. So from its word, mixed, pinaghalo ang quantitative research design and qualitative research design. So dahil alam na natin ang pagkakaiba ng quantitative research design and qualitative research design, let us now go to how to write research design. So, pupunta na tayo sa technical part ng pagsusulat ng methodology or ng chapter 3. Let us begin with the research design. So, the first thing that you're going to do is state the research method that you are going to use or that you're going to use. If your study is quantitative, you state whether your study is a descriptive study, correlational, survey, experimental, or quasi-experimental, etc. Okay? So the first thing that you're going to do is state the research method that you are going to use. So you need to familiarize yourself if your study is or can use quantitative or qualitative research method. If it is qualitative study, you state whether it is a case study, ethnography, phenomenology, grounded theory, narrative, appreciative, etc. So remember, you need to first state the research method in writing your research design. This is an example how you're going to write your research design first part. Okay, first part pa lang. In the conduct of this study, descriptive correlational method of research. In the conduct of this study, descriptive correlational method of research will be employed. So, nasunod kanina yung instruction dito or yung tip. State the research method that you're going to use. It is here, descriptive correlational method. Okay? The next step is provide sufficient description of the research method by citing authorities to support your use of method. So from stating what type of research method you're going to use, provide a sufficient description of your method. Pwede kang mag-cite ng author, just like this. Example, according to Bueno and Martriano, 2016, descriptive research systematically investigates the prevailing characteristics, conditions, and processes of a given population of area of interest factually and accurately. On the other hand, correlational method seeks to examine the strength and direction of relationships among two or more variables of which the extent of relationship is expressed in numerical index. De Leon, 2019. So, the first step that we already discussed is state your research method. The second one is provide a description. Why you chose that research method. Third step, provide a brief explanation. Why do you think the third step is provide a brief explanation. Why do you think the method best fit your study? So bakit ba yun ang research method mo? So an example, the research methodology is appropriate since the purpose of this study is to examine the relationship of workplace spirituality on organizational commitment of teachers in a private institution. So you're stating the relevance of your chosen research methodology to your study. Sinabi mo dito na appropriate ito kasi nga ang pinag-aaralan ko or ang purpose ng study ko ay to examine relationship, which connects to the statement of De Leon and Bueno Martiano. This is the from those steps that we already discussed, this is a full example of a research design. This is how you're going to write your research design. Let us read. In the conduct of this study, descriptive correlational method of research will be employed. According to Bueno Martiano 2016, descriptive research systematically investigates the prevailing characteristics, conditions, and processes of a given population of area of interest factually and accurately. On the other hand, correlational method seeks to examine the strengths and direction of relationships among two or more variables, of which the extent of relationship is expressed in numerical index, according to De Leon 2019. The research methodology is appropriate since the purpose of this study is to examine the relationship of workplace spirituality on organizational commitment of teachers in a private university. So from those steps and tips that we discussed, first one, state your research method. Second one, provide prevailing description from other authors. The third one is connect your chosen research method to the purpose of your study. Okay. So remember our tips on how to write your research design. First one, state the research method that you are going to use. Second one, provide sufficient description of the research method by citing authorities to support your use of method. The third step or tip is to provide a brief explanation. Why do you think the method best describes or best fits your study? Okay? So that's how you're going to write your research method. Let's go to writing study site and participants. So what is study site? Study site refers to the principal place, location, or facility in which the study protocol activities shall be conducted. Saan ba ang site or saang lugar ba ikakonduct ang study mo? So that's the study site. Its place, location, or facility. Participants refers to persons who voluntarily participate in human subject research after giving informed consent to be the subject of the research. So sila yung mga respondents mo na tinatawag natin. So how do we write study site and participants in your methodology? State the principal place or location and give brief description in which the study shall be conducted. Example, The study will be example. The study will be conducted at a private university in Isabela. The university is located in the 4th Congressional District of Isabela that offers accredited programs in basic education, tertiary, and graduate education. State and describe the participants of your study, including who they are and the inclusion and exclusion criteria for the selection of your participants. An example, the participants of the study will include teachers who are employed full-time for 3 years during the school year 2020 to 2021. So that's how you're going to write your research. So that's how you're going to write the study site and participants. Let's read it na buo. The study will be conducted at a private university in Isabela. The university is located in the 4th Congressional District of Isabela that offers accredited programs in basic education, tertiary, and graduate education. The participants of the study will include undergraduate full-time teachers who are employed for 3 years during school year 2020 to 2021. So remember the tips in writing study site and participants. State the principal place or location and give brief description in which the study site shall be conducted. Sabihin mo yung place. Magbigay ka ng description about the place. Next one. State and describe the participants of your study, including who they are, their inclusions and exclusions criteria for the selection of your participants. So, sino sila? Ano ang ginagawa nila? So, that's how you're going to write your study site and participants. So, that is the part 1 of our chapter 3 methodology. I hope you learned something. Bye.